I will teach you guys how to make this picture frame slash jewelry holder slash bow holder. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Okay, first you're going to need at least 2 foam boards, but it really just depends on the size that you want your box to be. Now we're going to mark where you want to cut. Okay, now once you have the measurements and everything traced out, the length and the width that you want, grab your X-Acto knife and start cutting. Remember, when you are cutting, you want to slowly press down as if you're using a pencil, and lightly go over it, and then with each stroke of your X-Acto knife you press harder and harder. And now if you have a hard time keeping your hand straight, just use a ruler or something and line it up, and then you draw. Okay, now that we have this cut out, you will choose a ribbon of your liking, and I'm going to use this red one, and you're going to glue it. So I would probably space these out about 2 inches apart, each one, and you can mark them if you want. On the top part, right here on this flat part, you're going to glue your ribbon. And then pull it down to the bottom and do the same on the bottom part. Now you'll want to pull on this and make sure it's tight. And that's it. And you're going to do this across the whole way. Okay, so here is, I glued these ones on top and the bottom. And now we're going to use this extra piece that we cut off, and these are going to be our sides. I would recommend 4 inches on the width of each one, and we are going to make the width of this board from here be the exact measurements on this one. We're going to cut 2 that same measurement. Okay, now that we have both of these cut out, I'm going to glue them straight onto the top and bottom. Okay, now you'll want to lay the piece flat and then just press with the other one. That way it'll have less of a chance to be at an angle. Okay, and do the same with the other side. Okay, now we will measure the length. I'm doing this because it just adds a little bit more length, these ones. I mark it. And this width is also 4 inches wide. Okay, now we have 2 of the sides, and we're going to glue these ones on as well. Okay, now that we have everything glued down, remember to reinforce your corners. It just makes me feel better thinking that this is reinforced with glue. Okay, now that I finished this bottom part, I'm grab another foam board, and you're going to make it 1 inch wider and 1 inch longer than your box. That'll create like an overhang. On the middle, we're going to create a hole, and that'll be for your picture. Okay, so I decided I wanted to leave 4 inches on top and bottom and 2 inches on the sides. And now just go ahead and cut it off. Okay, now that I've cut the center out, I'm going to put this aside and use the center that I cut out to make an outline on this plexiglass. I think that's what it's called. It's like a piece of plastic. And make an outline, and I'm going to leave it the length it is because it's half an inch. Hey, it's half an inch, or about an inch longer on top and bottom, and I want the same for the sides. I'm going to use my scissors to cut this off. I already made the line where I want to cut. Just grab scissors and start cutting. Now that I've cut the plexiglass, this plastic thing, according to the size I want, now you can just take off the plastic. And sometimes you do have to scratch on the edges to get the corner off it, but then it comes off pretty easy. You just pull it off. Once you have both sides of the plastic, of the thin plastic removed off of this, then you can just glue it on. Hey, and you're gonna want to make sure that your gun is pretty warm for this, because you're gonna go all the way around, and you don't want your glue to dry before you're finished.
Oh no.
So now we have this front piece done. Put it to the side, and you're going to want to buy one of these. They're with your needle art, you know, the ones where you grab a needle and you sew and stuff to make cute little art. So they come in different sizes, these little squares are actually, I think, the bigger ones I got. They come in smaller ones. Okay, now we're going to grab another foam board, place it on here, and we're going to make a frame for this. Grab your ruler, and you're going to do another line half an inch smaller. Okay, now you grab your X-Acto knife again, and we're going to cut along the lines on the inside and on the outside. Okay, now I have this cut out, and I'm just going to glue this on top, and the only reason that we made this is just to give it more structure so it won't fold down. Now we're just going to glue this straight on.
Hello, Mommy.
Be careful not to burn yourself with your glue, because this does have holes in it. Okay, now that it's all glued on, I'm going to flip it, and this is going to be my back. You can choose whatever side you want. You could even create a double frame to cover it completely if that's what you like. I personally don't care about the other side showing. So you're going to choose what side is going to be your top, and we're going to use these little hooks that have these screws on the back, and I bought these at a craft store as well. And these hinges that we're going to use, these ones are $2, and I think these are about the same, so it's not very expensive. Okay, now you press softly and you just screw in, try to keep it as straight as possible. It'll kind of go in on its own after a little bit. And I'm going to put some glue in just to create some reinforcement, and then you just screw it in. And you do that across the back. So we're going to add these hinges. So decide which side you want on the inside. And I'm going to have it like this. I'm going to have this on facing the outside. See, if you open it, it has a bump right there on this side. So we'll put that on here. We'll put it first on this, and then we're going to screw it onto the box. The way these go on is you just press on them, make a little hole on the foam board, you just press and it'll go in easy. You press on it, make a little hole, and then just start pushing as you're screwing in. And then I just use the back of my X-Acto knife and I screw the rest of it on. Okay, now that I've screwed them on here, now we're going to lay it flat. Turn your box. We're going to lay the hinges on the opposite side of here, and so we're going to lay them flat. Open them, lay them flat, and screw them on. I'm going to do it about halfway on here so that when you open it, when you close this, I mean, it'll be about halfway in the box. Back, we're going to grab our hinge and turn it to the point where it only makes a 90-degree angle and it won't close. And then we're going to put that and slide it in. We're going to slide it in like this and then mark it. Mark where you put it. A tiny little dot. And on the other side. So now we can take this off. And screw on and put the hinges on. Okay, now I've screwed on those, and so I'm going to put my box back on and push these up, and now I can screw these on. Okay, now I've added the door, and so I'm going to add a little magnet. These ones have sticky backs and they're really thin, so they're easy to cut. You can cut them with your scissors. So you just need a small little piece. Remove the back, and we're just going to put it up here in the corner. Grab your glue gun. Once you remove the backing, and put a little bit of glue on the corner, and so remove the back of the other one. Put glue on the magnet and close it. Let it dry a little bit. And voila, you have your box completely done. Now I will show you it once I put everything in it so you can see what it looks like. Okay, so here it is. I haven't put it up yet. I haven't decided where I want it, but I just wanted to show you with an image on it. It's not going to be the permanent one, but since my daughter loves Frozen, I decided to make her something with Frozen on it just for right now. And then on the inside, here's my earrings. Open it. Another thing I wanted to tell you is make sure that this part is smaller than your outside so you can actually grab it and open it. And here are my earrings, or my necklaces, hanging on the back. And all the bows. It could probably fit a lot more bows, but I just wanted to show you with some on there. And so yeah. That is the jewelry slash bow holder box. Now of course you guys can make this according to your dimensions you want, or also have fun making altering the inside, making the flap. You could actually just make this part be just for bows, so it would be bows back here and bows right here and on the inside, so that way it would hold a lot more bows if you just want it for bows. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this tutorial and thanks for watching. Bye.